All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to VRML preseason. This is week 6, Friday night fights going on. Not actually, at least not yet. But welcome to the stream just the same. This is gonna be a game between the likes of Atlas, MEG4CORP, and, well, formerly Carbonite, now known as Mor-S'mores. A bit of a combination of these teams' names. I am Palidore here on your caster's booth, doing the casting and the cameras for you. Because I can. Because this is what I love to do with my Friday nights, and not being sarcastic either. Wouldn't want to spend it any other way but watching and, well, streaming some Echo. So, alright, let's go. Looks like the teams are doing a little bit of a switcheroo here on the wrong sides. Granted, it's easier for me to fix on the caster's end now. I can do it pretty quickly, so it's not too much of a worry either way. But teams are starting up here, so just as well, I will be doing just the same. It's Atlas MEG4CORP with an MMR of 1190, a win record of 4-6 on the preseason. 10 games played for them. For Mor-S'mores, they are at an MMR of 1180, so 10 below Atlas, and a record of 4-6, just the same with 10 games played. Just the scoring differentials coming into play there on the MMR end of things. Now, that being said, we're going to get started here on the first round, going around. Hello, single shot. Welcome to this single stream. And going in, careening, in fact. Off this first joust, taken here by Chocolate. A deep dish off into the other side of the arena. And catching up to it first, JL Graham. So JL, he's a player that I first got to know basically just through Pizza League this year, in the second season specifically. But he's definitely been a strong player. Coming along with some... and just an effective season for his team. You know, a little bit below that 500 mark on the win rate, but again, as is the case with a lot of these teams on the VRML scene, is they're just... records are misleading, all right? I mean, all 3 games are always played. And, you know, the differential's not that much. I'll have to check on this in a moment. But indeed... The plus and minus, only minus 35 across all the games here on the season for Mor-S'mores. So in other words, despite having 2 more losses than wins, they've actually been not actually outscored very much overall. But then scoring in there, going in, is Spank Ladash, assisted by Cruisin'. Good way to start them off here. Then it's saying, I feel like careening should be a word used more often in this game. Well, I'm doing my part in making that happen for you, specifically. Whoa, headbutt though, quickly. And finding it here on the other end though, maybe collecting back for Mor-S'mores indeed. And Mor-S'mores on the approach. Again, this is formerly Carbonite. They changed their name, and that's the name of the game, the 3-point lane. Lighting that up and opening it up for the 1-point lead here. Their first shot of the game. That's White Fox. We locked in that shot there. Effectively off the backboard. And taking it here off the nest is Cruisin'. He'll get rid of that before the stack approaches too quickly. But the secondary pass a little bit off the mark. Luckily, 2 players there, B-Love and Spank Ladash, able to contest it. Tom the Cook in chat saying, my boy Spank. Are you talking about Spank Ladash, or are you just saying Spank in general? I assume the prior, but here goes the Skyla. Looking for a stack with Cruisin'. That's going to go dangerously close to the goal. Back first, the overshoot taken here by JL Graham, but bounced off the head of Chocolate, I think. So into the other side it'll go. And now... slapping it out, and now fighting the head again of B-Love this time. Skyla twice in a row, I think that was him. just knocking it off his teammate's head, and that one even on a slap clear somehow hitting the head of his teammates. But back into the other side, and before it's too late, Mort will take it away. Skyla sliding on by, trying to find an opportunity. And it's White Fox here with a disc, looking for a nice crossover, but it's going to bounce just past the hands of his teammate. Still recollected, maybe eventually here, as it does have some heavy contesting going on in the midfield. But off the bounce, a fortunate one will go off the backboard, and that one, whoa, will be a three-point goal as well. Just on the outer edge of the three-point bubble. So there you go, back-to-back with the backboard attacks, both times here. And see Captain Canada also back in the game again, back in the Twitch game, that is to say, hopefully back in the competitive games soon, as Single Shot's asking about. Been a while since we've seen Captain Canada, and from what I remember of Captain Canada, as we see a, big shot, chuckle it, 9 points to 2. Getting it through. But from what I remember, Captain Canada, a quite elite goalie, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't had like a ton of games with Captain Canada, but I've had a few mixed matches here and there, and I've seen him in private or in public matches as well that I spectate from time to time. So indeed, hope to see you back in soon. Coming in here through is a midline brawl occurring. Skyla takes it away, and he'll be concurring with his teammate. Happy to get it back. Now trying to find their attack here. There's 2 in the 2-point zone. So right now, really, it should be taking advantage of the numbers, but we're unable to. So Mort gets that out of there. You see how over for Atlas, you know, they had themselves an opportunity. Would have been a 2-on-2 on goal, but they just kind of held at the barrier there. But now going in, not holding anything back is White Fox getting that shot. But yeah, so on those approaches, I always say, especially in 4v4 now, if you can manage to draw out defenders outside the goal area, and you can have yourself any kind of numbers opportunity, even if it's just equal numbers, you know, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, whatever it is, the less people in the bubble on defense, the better. You know, the less trouble that you'll get because of the more space being cleared. So it's definitely something you want to keep an eye out for on offense, is push those opportunities every time you get them, because they're not always going to be that common. Now Cruisin will take it here on the workup. It's a quick 11 points, about 6 minutes played in this first round, but 11 to 2 right now for Mor-S'mores. Have to get used to calling him that. I still want to say Carbonite. Captain Canada, I didn't say you were a good goalie. I said you were an elite goalie, my friend. But now taking it in, Spankladash. Chocolate getting the pass back to Mort, and taking a tunnel clear that'll just bounce back into the hands of, almost said Carbonite again. It's late at night, forgive me. But here it goes to B-Love and his crew, taking that away. No lane open because there's 2 back there for Mor-S'mores. So Atlas trying to find some offense here. And working out in is Cruisin. Cruisin the cross pass to the opposite cloud, or tree, depending on who you ask. And now going for the shoulder, and that will roll on over. Skyla will acquire the 4th point for Atlas MEG4CORP. So good pass work there by Atlas to find themselves the goal. As far as this little island, I call it shoulder. It's not something I picked up from anyone else. I am not even sure anyone uses it, but I've been calling it shoulder, and I'm going to say it until it sticks. Just like the corner pocket over there. Not a thing, so I just kind of made it up myself. Going in, but taking it. That was a timely dive from the outer bubble, getting back in time. Collecting it for his team, but unable to find any kind of clear, so JL Graham will get that, but is contested right quickly, and B-Love will take that away for Atlas once again. His teammates here clumping up in the tunnel, and now dispersing, trying to make those available passes if they can. You can see that at the formation and play, the passing play, so important in 4v4. And week by week, we've seen all these teams come along and start to understand that meta, develop that meta. You hear all those stuns going through. That's a good collection on the 3-point shot. White Fox on the spot. Not a spotted fox, that is a say, but that was a good shot along the way. And here, I'm going to give you the replay Yeah, a little bit of a rough start, as Tom the Cook is saying. The chat for Atlas. Certainly a hot start for Mor-S'mores. We know what Atlas is capable of. They've picked up some nice wins on the season. They were one of the teams who I mentioned we had in our last cast just about half an hour ago or so. We had Team Instinct there. And one of my favorite matches of the season was Atlas versus Instinct. I think that was in maybe week 2 or 3. But now taking it away here, Chocolate finding a pass to JL Graham, slinging it over, could not find his teammate, however, so Mort will take that back. Mort, the bounce assist almost to Chocolate, but Spanklet Dash, speaking of the man, he just knocking some heads over there with the brawling. Now taking this over, Skyla, an opportunity, and he'll go for the shot. A tough slice. Was about to say, had a good-looking pass available here for a much more open goal, but certainly can't argue with the results. Still buy them the 2 just the same. So yeah, just looking at that replay, I mean, that is a mighty tight angle there to squeeze the shot through. So well done for the 6th point. 36 seconds remaining, counting. So will be a victory here in the first round anyway for Mor-S'mores. But certainly not by a huge margin, and that the last shot helping the efforts there for Atlas MEG4CORP. Spangladash looking for that short-range pass. That was kind of a rocket, but still was caught by Skyla. So now we see this 3-man formation, this triangle, the moving triangle, if you will. Let's just call it the UFO. But will they UF go into the goal? That is yet to be determined. And it looks like with 6 seconds, 5 seconds left, this back pass is clear. That'll deny the last opportunity. So 14-6 will go. And taking the first match, the first game in this match will be Mor-S'mores 14 points to Atlas MEG4CORP's 6. Taking a quick look here at the stat sheet. It is Chocolate and White Fox, the duo scoring here in bunches. For Mor-S'mores, it's 8 for White Fox, 6 for Chocolate, as well as an assist, a steal, and 17 stuns. JL Graham contributes a save and 15 stuns. Mort with a couple saves as well as an assist and a steal. And then over on the other end, for Atlas MEG4CORP, you have Skyla and Spankladash with 4 and 2 respectively. And cruising with the assist, Spankladash with an assist, B-Love with a steal and 14 stuns. A lot of stuns. You can see 3 players in double-digit stun counts for Atlas. And looking at possession time as well, actually majority of possession time, interestingly, going to Atlas MEG4CORP, as well as the most shots taken, 9-5. Shout out Dolly Parton, but if you will Dolly pardon me for the pun, just it's not often you actually see that team stat roll out like that. Usually when a team has more possession, but especially has more shots taken, the vast majority of the time it's that team who's winning. So obviously, Atlas getting some opportunities, just couldn't quite convert on them is all. And you got to feel like the law of averages will be at play, and that will not sustain itself. Atlas certainly in position here to have a better second game, I feel like. But we'll see if that's the case. Cruzen is going to take that, finding a clear, but directly into the middle, and that is a highly crowded area, so not finding anything, at least immediately. But now the clear, and some boosts coming on through, will be reached first by JL Graham. And now taken here by Skyla, and oof, just a bit off. So again, getting a shot attempt is Atlas, just not converting yet. But like I said, law of averages dictates, especially from what I've seen in all these games I've casted, of which, 130 of them I think now. But not that I'm counting. But anyway, going in here, and there's a shot. So good second attempt off the rebound, and B-Love will find it eventually off that assist now from Skyla. So there you go. 2 points on the board first in this first minute of the second round. The rollout here, Mort taking that one away. Relatively uncontested, the stack, just playing that back line. And what you want to do against these, just for, on the off chance that there are any completely unfamiliar Echo players watching, but I suppose it's good to say anyways, is, letting the stack come to you, or at least, rushing the shot is Chocolate. Wow. He checked behind him really quick and then turned his head right back around because he knew he only had a split second to get that shot off. So that was good reaction time from him. I was going to say, on those stacks anyway, definitely got to be careful not to pass too early, but also not too late. It's obviously a tight balance you will find yourself in, and sometimes ping dependent, to be honest, but you know, you want to try and brawl those stacks if you can as a QB. You know, let them fly by you and get a quick grab, a quick punch. I mean, if you can basically use, and look at, wow, that fast ping-ponging of just the redirections there on Mor-S'mores. That was actually pretty incredible. You see back and forth. They had to do full 180s right across to contest those cross passes, but just the same, as impressive as that stacking is, that's some very impressive pass work from Atlas, because just the fact that they're able to get those all through despite the contests, that takes a lot of concentration and a lot of just accuracy on those passes, along with the speed. Now going in for a bit of a slower roll into the goal as he was stunned out. Going to be missed there, taken back by JL Graham, so gets his own rebound eventually in a roundabout way. Mort looking up top, doesn't find anyone, but another roundabout pass to himself, so some simple geometry here, I guess, for Mor-S'mores. They cannot get more scores quite yet, though, because it rolls out off the ding, but back into the hands of Mort. He'll go up to Nest, and off the back, it'll go and sliding right back, but another rebound yet again. Mort finding it, so a lot of shot attempts, and this is what I mean. Law of average is going to be at play, maybe, but no, on the way, on that save, it is out of there. And now to the other side, maybe even finding a goal if they cannot overshoot, though, and they do. So that's going to be a rough turnaround. But fortunately, still another chance at this one as they roll on in on the offensive end. You can see the defense taking its place. All diving out. Excellent job there. Oh, with the tap out, the recollection. Can B-Love find a goal, though? He looks like he'll just back out instead. Now going forward to Spankla Dash, and he'll dash on in on a stunned goalie. That was some good coordination going off the back on that attack. Now I've got to take a deep breath. Oh, and well, that kind of stinks. My replay didn't work on that one. I'm sorry. So sorry. You can unsubscribe now. Just kidding. Don't do that, please. Can you even do that? I don't think you can. But if you can, don't. Anyway, Mort will take this away. Looking for that passing play. A nice quick rollout here for White Fox. Very efficient, in fact. But that's a great grab from Skyla. Now, he'll take a deep shot. He is more than capable. He's made these throughout the season. It'll be barely off, and I mean barely. Just grazing the goal there. He'll get his own rebound. Maybe line up one more. And now White Fox, though, closing the door. Not often you get wide open opportunities, especially for that sustained amount of time. You had to figure a stack was coming eventually for Mor-S'mores, and they did just that. Now collecting that and sending it, but into another intercept yet again. Down low will go. Skyla missing the pass, a little bit too much mustard on it. It was a strong one. Now looking for another good attack, but that was a good attack from Chocolate, but the rebound will finally find B-Love. So again, those second chance efforts will very, very, very often pay off. Or teams, and you're seeing that now from Atlas. You know, you figure that they would start getting collected more on the offensive end, and certainly they have. So Mort and White Fox all locked at the toes, fingers to toes, but now getting punched in the nose is Mort. So finding that one, White Fox right back down to Mort. And now coming out is Skyla. And some more brawls just in that pocket. Neither team could really find it. Oof. That is going to be dangerous, but still gets on through there. Finally collected by Spankla Dash. He'll look for a cross pass. Almost cut off, but just not quite. A picture-perfect pass right through the hands of the defense. Finding the cracks in it and, well, cracking it in for that shot. That was nice. Gotta love the team play. 8-2 here. 4 minutes left in the second round. And Atlas in much better position. Ashpool, no to your request. No. White Fox here gonna go for a shot, but there is a goalkeeper, and he will not keep it for very long. He'll just toss it on out there to the other side. And now some boost coming in, over sailing. but maybe prevailing because a rebound coming here from Spankladash. He's going to take that in his Spankless sash. I don't know what I just did, but going for the stun is what he did, and backing it out now is B-Love on the other end, and you can see it once more. The scrambled defense just trying to find a way, kind of clumping up there in the goal based off of all that scramble. Now it'll just tumble up into this back pocket where it awaits the hands of anyone who wants it. Looks like JL Graham certainly did, but on the other side, B-Love finds that one as well. So Skyla takes this one. Cruisen's in the goal for them, just lining up. Actually, a clear does manage to get through that back stack, surprisingly. Getting back first, White Fox. Oh, just beyond his hands. It was traveling at the same speed, it seemed. So that was unfortunate, and as a result, Atlas here maybe in position for another offensive possession, but no. Chocolate on a mission, and he's going to go for that tight shot, trying working it through, and now will be punished for it, though. Cruise in. That was a great shot from that tunnel area, and right now it's kind of an opposite effect we're seeing from that first round. It was a Mor-S'mores winning that 14-6 the first, but right now Atlas 11-2. So indeed, there's that strength where we were expected to see, on those passing plays and on those shooting plays. They weren't going to keep missing those shots for very long. So as a result, what did I even say there? As a result, it will be a clear finding White Fox eventually. He will go to the barrier. Two people in there for the anchor. And there finally is a goal for JL Graham and his crew. Only the second score of the second round. And it came about 8.5 minutes past off the clock here. So took them a while to squeeze through the defense. But the anchor will buy them some nice looking shots there on occasion anyways. They can be tough shots to save if nothing else. Well, there's a speedy stack forcing the quick pass from Spankladash. And just more scrambled plays, the clears collecting on through. And to answer, Ashpool. No! I mean, nothing sounds offensive about that off the top of my head, but still, no! And now it will go for another clear up into the top of the corner of the arena, back wall. Whoa, that's a great intercept though for Skyla. Will line up the shot. I almost thought that was a bit off. Looked pretty low, but you know what? It was right in the perfect spot. Achieved what he wanted, certainly on that one. So a 3 it will be in 14-4, 10-point lead, 30 seconds left. The round firmly in the control here of Atlas, and we will be going to the third round to determine the winner of this series. And now it will go here to Cruisin'. I'm not sure about that, Ash. There is a... I'm not going to say it anyways. There's a store with a name like that. Anyway, off it goes to Cruisin'. Pretty sure it's a tire store, just FYI. But anyway, 14-4 here. So one apiece for these teams in the first two rounds. Very strong round, much more collected and determined was Atlas MEG4CORP. After what was just a low-scoring first round for them, kind of unusual. But certainly coming through here in the second. So exciting game we have on our hands as we start to roll into the third momentarily here. We'll look at those scores. And so for Atlas, it's a very nice distribution. It's Skyla leading the way. He got a lot of threes that buy him the 9 points. But Spankladash and B-Love 4 apiece, Cruisin' with 3. Every member on Atlas with an assist. Skyla and Spank with 2. And 4 saves for Cruisin' as well, playing that back line. Over on Mor-S'mores' side, we have Chocolate and White Fox with 8 apiece, JL Graham with 2. Each player with an assist there. 2 saves for Mort and 1 for JL Graham. And some nice stuns as well. Looking at the possession time real quick. And there you go. So you can see that's more like what I expect to see. When one team leads in possession time, or more specifically, when one team leads in shots taken, quite often they're the team that is winning. And again, the average is playing out more. And you're seeing that take effect now. But can they sustain it is the question, because Carbonite, well, Mor-S'mores. See, I did it again. Wow. But Mor-S'mores are no joke. So we'll see what they roll out with here going into the third and final round of this series. So now it'll go over here, cruising, taking it over, a nice little clear and boost, but making them hurt is JL Graham with the punch. Racking them in the skulls there. Well, now looking for a beautiful return pass in Spank Ladash. That was some well-coordinated team play to buy them the 2. Very quick passing. Look at this on the replay here. It's on that approach, that tap pass. The delivery was so perfect right before the stun came out. Some good-looking team play from Atlas. Now looking for a clear play, but it's just going to go clear into the hands of Spank Ladash. He'll check behind him. Going on forward, and there's the advantage at the goal. 3-point shot, a very timely stun. Assisting that one greatly, if albeit indirectly. That was crucial to actually making that 3-point shot happen. So, fantastic job. You can see even the defender there, he tried to duck through for a headbutt save, but just not quite close enough. So 5 quick points here for Atlas. Looking a lot more just jointed on these approaches on offense now. And now going in here with a nice cross pass, just the same. White Fox, oh, that's going to leave his hand awkwardly. Maybe he lost his grip. It had you saw his hand kind of spaz a bit. But White Fox trying to take it over just beneath his reach. So B-Love will dish it off to Cruisin'. He'll find a clear. On the other side, it will roll on over. And contested kind of at the same time. A good stun from Skyla. But a better boost there and slapping it through, but still to the hands of Spank Ladash. So 5 points still on the board here. A few minutes pass. That pass a tad bit off. But maybe the return one. And now, oh, getting it done. Mort, the save. Cannot get the clear. But now we'll find it at least partially so. Some intense scrambling going and making sure they keep the goal covered, however, is Mort. Those are the kind of the unfortunate things when you see these teams getting the disc back over and over on offense, especially after a good defensive play like that. It makes you feel pretty bad as a goalie, you know? It's like those saves, those great head-on saves in front of the goal. They make you feel so good, but then it's like when they get the disc back, it's like all your work was just undone. Now going in, rolling in, but off the head, so trying for a little whirly twirl of himself. But the stack, they're trying to go for maybe a little train and just bouncing it off. And now I've seen Atlas actually do that train play a few times throughout the season. But now, oh, 'tis the season for a shot. Skyla on the spot. Ashpool having a lot of fun there in the chat, I suppose. Tom DeCook as well, I know, cheering on his boys on Atlas. Right now, Mor-S'mores down by 7. It's not an insurmountable deficit or anything. Insurmountable deficit. That is to be sure, but, you know, they got to start. Oof, this is going to hurt if that goes in, though. Luckily, it will not. The rebound, though, just may, but no. Also out of the way. Hopefully, not another rebound. This is just killing them right now. Right now, I mean, Spank Ladash, Cruisin', these guys are feeding off of these second, third, and fourth opportunities. So many shots. Looking at it real quick, right now they're up to 21 shots taken. So those extra chances are buying them a lot of opportunities. The spacing played very well here from Atlas to buy them those opportunities. BTS King stopping by in the chat. You're late. What's up with that? Are you here for Rampage and Kang? Because that's coming up next on this channel. If they do end up wanting to wait an extra 6 minutes. Hopefully they do, because I'd like to stream them, but it's all their choice. But going in for a premium shot is Cruisin'. So a little shot of offense on that. And speaking of shots, shout out to the Friday Night Activities crew. They're having their community league in Echo Arena at the moment. But now coming out on the launch, Mort will take it. His team down by double digits now with 5 minutes left. Just climbing is White Fox. I didn't know Foxes climbed, but he sure did right there. JL Graham looking for that back pass. Nicely done. And looking for that reset on the offense. That's going to be a deep pass and a tough catch as a result, being tapped out of there. So for them, for Mor-S'mores, maybe some closer passes. They did good with the reset in the back line, that back pass. But then that you know, somewhat soft long-range pass, just a little bit dangerous, even when you are accurate with those ones, because the defenses are very aware these days of those long passes and diving out on them more and more. I mean, even those short ones, like look at that, clustering up, playing them very tight, and just claustrophobic play in the tunnel now. Unfolding some great close-range passing, though, from Team Atlas, and looking for that long-range, medium-range one at that. Going in, 2-on-1, gets it done. Be-Love. Got to be in love with those moves that he showed all on the ceiling, and quite appealing for the points. 12 now to 0 for Atlas. Ace Aim asking how you cam on PC. Yeah, plug in a gamepad. I'm using an Xbox One controller. Sponsored by Xbox One. Just kidding. No, we're not. We are, however, sponsored by Pro2 VR and VR Cover. Trying to sponsor that shot, but will not go. But here it goes now. Bangladesh and cruising. You can see that boost quickly, but on the approach, overshooting them, Chocolate and JL Graham. Almost finding themselves some nice speed. Right back to the other side, though, but unfortunately into the hands of Cruisin. So Cruisin will be contested. And some stray clears will find just another bounce badly off the Geo. Missed opportunity there. Gotta hate it when that pesky geometry gets in the way, right? Happens or happened to me all the time. It's admittedly been a while since I played because I've been casting so much, but, you know. Some of those islands, it's like, oh, how did that get there? I've been playing for 2 years. That wasn't there before. What I tell myself anyway. But going down low to Skyla, and he's going to try and go for the goal off the backboard. Still recovered here momentarily, but right back at him is White Fox. Looking for a clear. There's 2:39 and counting left in this round. Going down low off a roll of a shot. Taken back by Cruisin. Now just trying to miss the defenses. Skyla looking behind him. But got someone in front. The shot not quite there. The opportunity was there, but also missed this time by Atlas. But, of course, they do have themselves a nice lead with 12-0. Clock winding down. Just curious, is anyone from Rampage or King in this chat right now? Are you waiting? Let me know. If not, it's okay. I won't mind. You might cry a little bit, but not crying on that shot. That is going to be right on the spot. Skyla, another one. He's starting to pile on some points for his team. Ashpool saying, sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. It's a lot of, you can't tell, a lot of multitasking when I'm doing these solo casts, but with the compliments, very nice of you to say thank you. And now along the way will be JL Graham. But Skyla gets that one over in the pocket, and he will drop it. I can tell you like those rhymes, so I'm just going to give you more of it. But anyways, down low from the bubble, but getting stunned. Chocolate. And again, he gets hit. A shot, that's not it. But a rebound and a clear. He will spit. By he, I mean Palidore. Them bars. Anyways, down low to Spankladash. He's going to go on the outer edge of the bubble. Look for an alley-oop dunk, and Skyla, well, guaranteeing it if nothing else. Looked like it might have been going in, but it was slow. So honestly, a pretty wise move to guarantee the goal from Skyla. There's a fair chance that could have been saved had it not. So, you know, unless you get the comms, it's often good to guarantee the goal, especially when you know the goalie wasn't stunned out like that. So here it goes. 43 seconds left and dished off to White Fox. White Fox will try and drop it off to teammate who tries to give it right back. Mort is there. A lot of pile-ups, 1,000,001 stuns. A lot of fun, at least for players at the benefit of those. But now Chocolate, oof, just getting roasted there by the quick stack and the punch. Down it goes to the other side. Yet more stuns coming up behind me. You can hear it. I should probably be showing you it because that's kind of my job, isn't it? But going off now to the corner. 10 seconds left and counting. One more back pass, actually. I was going to say shot, but no. It was just a back pass to cruise in. Dings it off the goal. And that will be the game and the series here. 2-1 for Atlas and 16-0 on this particular round. So well done to them. After losing the first, they come back with the reverse sweep over Mor-S'mores. Mor-S'mores definitely coming out with fire in that first round, showing some beautiful plays and teamwork there, but Atlas just finding their stride by the end of it. And those were the results. Skylar, the 18 points there for his team. An evil scoring line for his teammates with B-Love with 6, Cruisin' 6, and Spankladash 6, as well as a 6 assists. An awful lot of brawls. Over on the other end, it's Chocolate with 8, White Fox with 8, that's pretty great, and JL Graham with a 2, and a bunch of saves too for Morton JL, and even yet more stuns. Anyway. That is the stat line. I do actually have another match to hopefully go to if they're still waiting. About 10 minutes past the start time. And there will be Rampage versus Kangos coming up immediately, I hope. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I actually don't see an invite in my inbox yet, so that gives me a little bit of pause. But hopefully, as I type out to these players real quick. But all right, so that will be the game. Congratulations to Atlas MEG4CORP for the win. They will improve here. Oh, there's my invite. Okay. Well, Atlas will improve here to 5 and 6, getting closer to that 50 mark, half and half. But with that said, I am Palidore. I've been Palidore. This has been VRML preseason week 6, and I'll be right back, like within about a minute or two, for the next game. So catch you soon.